keeping an innovative and healthy environment for your barbers. Very important that you keep the shop clean and getting it deep cleaned, the shop, at least once a week or bi-weekly. If a customer walks in and the place is a mess, there's blades on the ground, there's neck strips, hair everywhere, even if you did clean it, right, and then he looks at your station and it's just musty, crusty, like gross, crusty, you're gonna lose that customer. I promise you. It's all about cleanliness. The number one thing they teach you in barber school is staying up with your hygiene and just keeping everything clean. I would invest in bi-weekly or weekly or monthly cleaning, and then maybe you could do some of the cleaning. I don't think we understand the value that one single customer brings to our table. For instance, let's do the math. If we're charging $100, right, I'm just gonna put this for me, this is for me, $100, and the average customer comes twice a month, $200 a month, and if they come every month all year, that's $2,400 a year for one customer. That's the value of one customer that's bringing to me. So what I would do for my regulars that come, maybe a free haircut on their birthday, maybe a free service, not a full free haircut. Maybe you take them in on the weekend. Just help them out because they helped you, and if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't have that money in your pocket. At the end of the day, it's the customer that is gifting you the brand. Without the customer, you wouldn't have your brand. That's why the power of referrals are underestimated. That's how you're gonna keep those customers coming in. If it wasn't for the customers, you wouldn't have business, you wouldn't have a brand. And that's what's gonna drive long-term business growth. Team meetings once a month for your barbers. Just have to go over revenue, to go over product sales, to go over customer service, barber accountability. So have a team meeting either as a group or individually with each barber if you think like someone's fallen off track, and also have your team meetings at least once a month. And if you find any other barbers that need work, talk to them one-on-one. It can be quick, but as long as you're staying on top of your barbers, keeping them accountable, and just making sure that you're also their mentor as a barbershop owner, because they rely on you to bring in customers and you rely on them to keep your customers satisfied. In terms of getting paid from your barbers, you can set it up where they're doing rent, which is the easiest way and less headache. Just renting out the chair and giving the barbers their own creative freedom and their ability to grow in the barbershop so they don't outgrow you and then they end up leaving. So create an environment where anybody can grow and they can stay there as long as they like. I'd give the barbers that have been there for a while, I'll give them a better deal. Or maybe if they bring on another barber, they can get a commission from the new guy that they brought over, and then they can like mentor the new guy so you don't have to worry. You're just focused on the big boys, or however you want to run it. That's just something to think about when you're starting a barbershop business. Either you want to do commission based or rental based. You'll probably make more in the long run doing percentages, but if your barber doesn't show up, then like you're probably gonna have to fire him and get a new one. So that's what I mean by headache. When you're doing a commission based shop, you can make more money usually, but when you're running a business, you want it to be, obviously it's going to take effort, but I'm using an analogy, you want it to be the least amount of effort for the most amount of return. And I think rental, booth rent is the easiest way to do it, because you don't want to be eating out of your barber's pocket too much, especially in this economy. I think if your barbershop is profiting at least $50,000 a year just passively, I think that's a successful business. If you can make more, but the way I would scale is just opening up another one and being able to make another $50,000 a year from a second location. You don't have more than 9 chairs, 8 chairs in a barbershop, 10 max. If there's too many barbers there, it just gets too hectic. Your customers just won't be like as comfortable walking in. It's very intimidating when there's so many barbers in there. So I'd keep it to a minimum of like probably 8 or 9. 10 is pushing it, but I get the idea of having a lot of chairs in one shop, but just open up another shop. That's how I would do it. Also, host classes for your barbers once a month. Invite either a coach or yourself. You can just do a class just to keep things exciting and to keep the education going in the barbershop. It can be anything. It can be about taxes. It can be about investing. It can be about just cutting hair, different techniques. Just keep that education going. Invite coaches over to your shop to give seminars or to showcase their work in the shop, and invite all the barbers to come watch every 3 months maybe. Invite your barbers out to a fun activity of your choice. It could be bowling, restaurants, hikes, etc., stuff like that. Build that relationship, that friendship with the barber. Make sure everybody's on their toes, they're feeling good, they're, you know, everybody's got a lot of things going on in their life. So that's also another good step, good activity to apply into your shop. Also, obviously, have barbers buy their own tools. You should only provide them the necessary essentials for sanitation, neck strips, maybe razors, but they should be buying everything else for themselves. You could also provide them with capes with your brand logo for the shop. Just providing those essentials will bring a lot more value to your barbershop and will attract more barbers that appreciate that. And you gotta buy it anyways. Just buy in bulk, you'll get a better deal on it, and provide it for your barbers. You can include it in the monthly rent, right? You can charge a little bit more, include that, and you can use this as a write-off, just using all the extra supplies, basic supplies. I'm not saying buy clippers, don't buy the clippers and the razors and stuff like that. They obviously gotta get that on their own. Just something to keep in mind, right? Try to save money when you're buying supplies, buy in bulk. You can save some money. And last but not least, just don't spend money on unnecessary things. Keep your expenses low, profit margins high. Try to do things in-house, for instance, like the labor or your Google business platform or your emails, your marketing. Try to do as much as you can in-house and save money on that versus outsourcing everything. So that's another way you can save money. Very important.